almost 2 years into one of the greatest experiments ever experienced in the world of work. And while we've all shared in the heartache and the hardship and the loss, different companies and different industries have experienced the pandemic in totally unique ways. Now, some of our collective clients, they never really skipped a beat. And for others, they haven't been back in their offices since March of 2020. In fact, I have heard stories of Valentine's Day candy still sitting on people's desks. And while it's been challenging, maybe even gut-wrenching at times, as someone who studies the future of work, the pandemic has been this incredible accelerator of many of the trends that we've been tracking over the past decade. In fact, after the past year of being in the trenches with clients grappling with their return to the office and designing new ways of work in our post-COVID, or maybe it'll need to be with COVID world of work, there are 3 big lessons that I've learned that I think may give you some perspective and support you and your clients on their journey into this new future of work. Lesson number 1, there actually isn't a future of work. There are only futures of work. If I've learned anything from supporting so many organizations think through their return to the office and new ways of working, it's that there is no one blueprint. For instance, PwC just announced on October 1st that 40,000 of their US-based service employees will now be able to work virtually anywhere in the US. This is massive. This is the first of the big 4 to make an announcement like this. Now, on the other hand, we have Jamie Dimon from Chase and many of the other Wall Street banks who have essentially said to their employees, you need to get your butts back to the office, like period, full stop. We're an in-person firm. Now, who's right? It's a tough question. I would argue that both are right if it supports what they're trying to accomplish. You see, to blaze your own future of work, it requires you to have 2 things. You have to have insight on who you are, and you have to have clarity on where you're going. This is about vision and values. You need to be able to say, this is where we're going, right? And this is what we believe. And based on those things, you design work to fit that. So who wins the war for talent? You know what? I don't know, but we will absolutely track it and see how it all shakes out in the year ahead. Now, lesson number 2 is new skills are emerging, but human skills matter most, right? As advanced automation and artificial intelligence continue to remove all of that low value, repetitive task from more and more white collar professions, understandably, people are getting anxious to know how they can future-proof themselves. They're seeing, right, the external change is happening faster than maybe they are and worried about being rendered irrelevant. And I will tell you, after thousands of interviews and time with hundreds of companies, the top skills that they're developing amongst their people, they've started to emerge. And I think the headline would be this: for people to give them some peace of mind is to really think in terms of what can I uniquely do as a human that machines can't? And they sort of fall into 3 buckets. I think about them in terms of social skills, cognitive skills, and process skills. Social skills, this is EQ, this is emotional intelligence, this is empathy, especially in our virtual environment. Can I drop in, be present, and really feel what you're going through, especially with all of the mental health and personal well-being challenges? Cognitive skills, this is creativity, imagination. The human imagination can outpower machines at this point. And process skills, this is about learning agility. How fast can I keep learning? Lesson number 3, the future is flexible. Listen, the people have spoken, and I think what it really distills down to is this: they want to be treated like adults. Right? 70% of people say they want hybrid. 40% of people say that they will leave their organization if they ask them to come back full time. 65% of US employees are looking for new jobs. Right? We've heard the term, the Great Resignation. Many people got a taste of what it was like to live their life minus the 2 to 3 hour commute, and they're unwilling to go back. I saw it in our qualitative research over and over. This sentiment that essentially was someone saying this: you can trust me to do the right thing. Right? Empower me to know when I can do my best work from home and when I need to be together in person with my team. I don't need you watching over my shoulder to ensure that I get the job done. Trust me to do the right thing. Now, trust, that's hard. That's cultural elements. And the challenge for leaders and organizations is that true flexibility at scale is hard. Right? We still need systems and process and structure. It's complex, but it doesn't have to be confusing. So to help support flexibility at scale, I'll just give you two thoughts. One, we've got to encourage both for ourselves and our teams and the clients we're supporting. We've got to push decision-making down to the team and manager level. Managers, if you've been given that power, you have to invite people, invite your team into the process. And I'm seeing the best world-class organizations, they're pushing that autonomy, that decision-making ability down to the manager level. But there's a second component, and that is everybody needs some guidance. The best organizations are helping their leaders design plans with real guidance and real frameworks to think through how you create great virtual and hybrid teams. So again, 3 big lessons learned over the past year of helping our clients. There is no one single future of work. There are the futures of work. Human skills matter most, and the future is flexible. Gang, my name is Seth Mattison. We're on the edge watching the future of work. I just want you to remember the future is what we make it. We're not bystanders, we're not victims. We get to create, we get to contribute our note, and hopefully with a little bit of effort, we'll create a more human-centered and heart-led world of work.